Hi guys, so before I proceed, at some point in this video, my dog might bark or something. You just want to ignore it and just focus on what we're going to be discussing. So what we're going to be talking about today is going to be very, very technical, not really technical, kind of technical, in between. But I just wanted to get an idea, especially for us doing SEO, bloggers, entrepreneurs, solo entrepreneurs. You have a website, you content creators, tech creators, right? This is a project that I have been working on, and today I want to let you know why it's very, very important to make sure that your system or your systems, right, like Google search, you're using Bing, is seeing your links. It just needs to know that your links are available, right? So this is, if you look at my graph here, look at my impression graph and things that have been happening, right? So if you see on December 14th, that's when I started this project. Sometime last year, December, I started this project. So December 14th, I had submitted over 400 pages. In total, I had over like 700 content pages on my system. But for some reasons, I was not being able to get my sitemap up until sometime this year, 2026, sometime February. That's when I got my sitemap all activated. Like I did some different dev texting and some of those things, right? And before now, this was everything was just playing also solo. Google was just taking its time to crawl. Now, this is where it changed for me. Right, I'm not going to make this. Right, this is where it changed for me. When I had to put in my sitemap. Let me see. I had to put in my sitemap. Let me see. I updated my sitemap, 184 pages, and now this is where I'm at now. So what are the two things I want to bring to your notice? I want you to bring to your notice two stages, right? The first one is crawled but not indexed, right? The second one is discovered, right? Crawled but not indexed, discovered, currently not indexed. These are two different things. Crawled but not indexed is the fact that yes, they have gone into your website, they've more like scanned. Remember the whole process about search engine and getting served. It's from the crawling to the indexing, then to the being served, discovered, being served, right? With crawling is like the first bit, the first part. First part is yes, you need to crawl, right? And it's very, very important to know when your website and your links have been crawled and exactly what links, right? And discovered now is a total different ball game entirely. So discovered is yes, they have seen your website, they have crawled your website, they have seen, they have crawled, but it's not indexed. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. Crawled is they have not even entered. Right. Okay, let me use a very, very good example. You have a house, you have a good restaurant, right? You have a good restaurant in a location. So you've heard about the restaurant, you've seen so many adverts about it, but you've not visited that restaurant. Now, you've visited that restaurant and you have tasted the food of that restaurant, but you have not told someone else or you have not even spoken about it. Just take that analogy. That's the same thing that is happening here. So it's very, very possible that Google can crawl your website, can crawl your links, see what is happening on your website, but not yet put it out, right? And it's also very, very possible for them to, okay, yeah, discover, right? Because so let me give an instance. So if I click on this, trying to validate it now, okay, no, let me not go here. If I click here and click on inspect URL, you're going to see a difference. You're going to see sitemap discovery, none, you see discovery, no, 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 none. But now, if I go on these guys, where it's a code, and I pick any URL here, you will see the difference in the reports. When I click, let me click this one, click inspect URL. Right, you see here indexed. Let me look for another one that has not really been indexed. Let me see. Let me show you the difference in the reports. Oh, Christ. Just give me a second, guys. I want to show you the difference in the reports. Okay, so this is another. Right. So if you look at this now, if you look at this report here, it said sitemap discovered. It has been discovered in the sitemap, which is locally.sitemap.com referring page. This is the page. So what it means is it has been crawled, right? It has been crawled, but not indexed. And most times these systems can take time for their updates to change and start seeing most of the pages that have gone up and all of this. Before now, my result was not like this. Before now, if you see here, over here I had over 242 pages indexed, and now we have over 394 pages indexed. So this is just a technical report I want you to understand, and I want you to be able to know. So when you're explaining or when you're trying to analyze what your progress looks like, you know, okay, these are the things that are working, this is not working, and this is how I can fix it. All right. Thank you. And if you have any questions, have anything relating to SEO that you would want us to look at and fix together, right? I'm very, very open to hop on a call with you and let's get to talk about SEO. All right. Cheers.